As a parent of an autistic child, Neurodivergent by Ren and Chris Webby made me cry. Stick around to find out more.
Listen in colour.
Stay calm, boy. My thoughts are burning like the napalm. I think I need to get away from this noise. I hate the places that I came from. Destroy, I'm burning a message from the preacher. Subliminal, out the speaker. Kill. I never paid attention either. There's something strange about my demeanor. Don't feel pity for this sick boy. I've been sitting pretty with prescriptions, flipping stimulants and edibles. It's medicine, cerebral and repairable, tweaking the biochemical, peaking. I feel incredible. But wait a second, need dopamine. My focus goes towards smoke machine. Precursor bird from L-tyrosine. And my racetrack doors very psychedelic. Deciphering maybes I might have been. The spiraling Fibonacci, Vicodin. The piloting Kawasaki ninja thing. I bring to a big talk, begin and I go.
Whoa, that was about 1 billion lyrics. Goodness me, Ren is amazing. I don't know how he gets so many lyrics into such a tiny space. Okay, wow. I need to look at. I brought the lyrics up on my phone because I always like really looking at Ren's lyrics because he's such a brilliant lyricist. And there's little bits because he does everything so fast. There are bits that can get kind of lost, and there are these incredible lines that you can just pass over without looking. So there's they're like, yeah, thoughts are like napalm. I think I might need to get away from this noise, but you can't because they're in your head. They're your thoughts. I hate the places that I came from. There's something strange about my demeanour. Ooh. At this section here, I've been sitting pretty with prescriptions, flipping stimulants and edibles. It's medicines. Cerebellum repairable, tweaking the biochemical, peaking. I feel incredible. This is ringing very true, and it kind of hurts a little bit, this song, because I don't know whether many of you know this, but my husband and I have 2 children. Our daughter Layla, who is 9, and she's an actress and a singer and does all these kind of things. She's just mini me, basically. She's amazing. And we have a little boy called Elias, who is 7, and he has always been slightly different and thinks in a different way. His brain does different things, and he's incredibly creative, but really struggles with focus, really struggles with seemingly like normal life stuff. And we've recently, I've gone through a big long process of this, and recently he's been diagnosed as autistic, and he probably also has ADHD, but we're going through another diagnosis with that. And when we were told that he was autistic, the people talking to us about it said, now you probably need some time to come to terms with this. And my husband Tom and I were like, no, not really. We've kind of always known. It's just nice to have a name for it now, so we know what it is and we can get some help. But a lot of these, and he's only 7, but a lot of these things in these lyrics are already kind of hitting me quite personally, because I really feel that for our son, who can't really explain it well. And sometimes when he's really struggling with focusing or with doing things, he often says that he feels like a fake version of himself, like he doesn't know himself, like he feels like a fake version of him, which is a classic amazing kind of autism thing to say, that he comes up with a different way to say it. And he's so smart, but he struggles to kind of do the normal stuff of life. And so his brain is very noisy. And there's that line near the beginning, I kind of feel these lines kind of like hit me like little daggers. So yeah, stay calm, boy. My thoughts are burning. They're like napalm. I think I need to get away from this noise. So sometimes he'll just put his hands over his ears and just go, ah. But obviously that's not going to help, because the noise is in his head. He's got so many things going on in there. And not all of it's happy. Some of it's just very loud and confusing. And then it comes out in his behaviour, which is really challenging. So this is really cutting deep for me and my husband who's sitting there. He's kind of going, yeah. So Ren's section here where he says, I've been sitting pretty with prescriptions, is Elias isn't on medication yet. He's on like dietary supplements, which seem to be working, that help kind of get him more sleepy for bedtime. They kind of quiet his brain, but then things that calm him down during the day so he can focus at school. Um, but it's essentially the same thing. It's like trying to get your brain to think like a normal person, so that you can function in a normal person world. Like the world is not set up for neurodivergent people. But there's actually a lot of us now. Like I've realized more recently that I'm pretty sure I have ADD, and my husband definitely does. But we've just steered into that in our lives. We just have jobs now where that's a strength. But when you're a little kid at school trying to deal with the school system that isn't set up for you, it's really hard.
Because the bird from El Tyrosine, the my race track doors very psycheding. Deciphering maybes I might have been, so pirating Fibonacci, Vicodin, the piloting Kawasaki ninja thing. I bring torpedo, begin and I go, off-script status quo, car twisted, the roll, top lip split, explode, misfit, don't fit. Whoa, what makes a person? Whoa, neurodivergent. Whoa, sick for certain. Whoa,
Neurodivergent.
they told me I was broken.
Oh dear God. This magic show is absolutely terrifying. It's like Britain's Got Talent without any health and safety, and people are getting cut in half and stabbed, and oh God. That's an uncomfortable watch. As Ren and Chris Webby will tell you, the music industry is not well paid, particularly if you're a songwriter like me. We get hardly anything at all. So if you would like to support me, you can do so by buying me a coffee or a tea, as I say, because I'm British and drink a lot of tea. The link is just here. And I want to thank all of you who already do this and continue to do this. It means so much to me and to my family. So thank you. Just before we get on to Chris Webby's bit here, where he's being the janitor and being, still super cool because it's Chris Webby. That second part of the chorus, my focus goes, the world smoke machine. It's like, yeah, suddenly someone can be with you and then they're just gone. Mentally, they've left the room. They're off on a side quest or many side quests. And a lot of us who are neurodivergent would be like, yeah, me and my side quests. We take many journeys and we can't remember where we started. And this chorus is amazing. And I go off script. And that is the ultimate side quest. I've never heard it referred to as off script, but that's literally it. Got twisted. What makes a person neurodivergent? Sick for certain, neurodivergent. And it's, we get a lot of comments from parents at the school who don't understand our son. And he's got a little friend as well who's also autistic, and she's fantastic. And the other kids and the parents particularly just don't understand them. And like, I kind of get it, because why would they understand it? If they've got children that are not neurodivergent, they'll just think that our children are being horrible and violent and disruptive, which they're not. They kind of can't help it. But they can be, our little boy can be made to feel really left out, and he's not invited to parties, he's not invited to things because the parents just think he's a nasty bully, and he isn't. He's not trying to bully anyone. He's trying to fit in but doesn't know how to, because his brain doesn't do the same things. And as we get older, it can become a strength for us, and we can channel ourselves into working in areas where that really works for us. Like my husband is a coder, and so pretty much everybody who works with him is very similar, and that focus can really work. That hyper focus, it's not a lack of focus, it's hyper focusing on things, can be a huge asset, like it is with me when I'm focusing on music and doing these videos. But when you're little and you just want to fit in with your friends, it's brutal, and it's made me look at the world in a very different way. And this song, when Elias is old enough to hear it and understand it, I think he'll say, oh yeah, this is kind of how it feels, or how it felt. So it's a difficult listen, this one, for me. Okay, let's hear what Chris Webby's going to do.
Divergent. Whoa. Sick for certain. Whoa.
Neurodivergent.
They told me I was broken. Nothing but a defect in my head. Said that I was hopeless. Just a fucking reject hanging on by a thread. But after all the pills that they got me, it turned me to a zombie. So welcome to the dawn of the dead. In the handicap spot, just to see that doctor. And this is what he said. Yeah, he said I got a touch of autism. Piece of my puzzle is missing. While the attention deficit disorder tunnels my vision. But see, this world's an asylum and shit. We all in the system. And our sanity's the motherfucking cost of admission. You see that glitch in the algorithm, that's me. Don't fit in the crowd, I lift a boundary. Going sick, let it out and flip. They found me with a misfits round, so bitch allow me to show 'em what I came to do. Shut the blinds and keep the noise down, cause it's about time to let them all into a madman's mind. Not well, but hell, I feel fine. Go, whoa, off script state. This whoa, got twisted. He whoa, top lip split. Explode, whoa, misfit, don't fit. Whoa, what makes a person? Whoa, neurodivergent. Whoa, sick for certain. Whoa, neurodivergent. Psychiatry. Whoa. Don't mind my anxiety. Whoa. Or my non-sobriety. Whoa.
Wow. I'm going to go back a little bit because there's in Chris Webby's verse, he said some things that I couldn't quite deal with at the time. But I feel like I can go back and talk about them now because it got me a little bit emotional. And it's the things that it's very much the things. So Chris Webby's saying this about himself, but it's the things that are said to my husband and me and our daughter about our son, and they're not very helpful. And they're these weird labels. And now the school, and not that we've got an amazing school. He's out. The teachers are incredible. He's got a one-to-one who's just the best thing ever. And he loves Machine Gun Kelly, so I'm going to have to do some Machine Gun Kelly reactions for him, which I promised I would do. It's more kind of people who don't understand. And actually, a lot of people now know somebody neurodivergent, or they realise someone in their family, like my husband's family, have got a massive history of quirky neurospiciness. And so when we go to like family weddings and things, nobody minds if my son has an autism. Like no one minds. It's the safest place for him to be. But when he's with people, particularly if we're around families and people at the school who don't really know anybody who's autistic, they just find him weird and scary and unpredictable and like there's something wrong. And that's really hard to hear people saying that or saying it about your child, like muttering it to each other. And it's heartbreaking because you just want the world to be a nice place for them. And it isn't, because people make it not very nice. And so this line here, they told me I was broken, nothing but a defect in my head. Said that I was hopeless, just a fucking reject hanging by a thread. And that is the worst things that I can hear about our son. Like, people will say those kind of things because it's uncomfortable to deal with neurodivergent people. They'll be like, well, why can't he just be normal? And you're like, oh, I wonder why we never thought of that before. It's such a stupid thing for someone to say. It's like if you've got epilepsy and they're like, oh, why can't you just not be epileptic? And you're like, oh, didn't try that. It's unbelievable, these things that, and it's so direct the way that Chris Webby's saying that. It just sort of hit me, and I was like, I can't process this yet, because it's so close to the things people have said to us about Elias, or muttered behind our backs and we've heard. And I know a lot of you would have been through similar things, about yourselves, about other family members, about your children, and it's it's not easy. And this song somehow is kind of making it better, even though it's not easy to listen to. It's kind of helping because it's talking about it in a way that's really honest. It's not going, everything's going to be fine. We're all just different and it's wonderful. Because, yes, that is true. But God, it's hard. It's really hard. And this is saying the kind of nitty gritty stuff that nobody really wants to talk about. Okay, right. I'm going to listen to the Chris Webby verse again. Just, okay.
Person, neurodivergent, sick for certain.
Neurodivergent.
They told me I was broken, nothing but a defect in my head. Said that I was hopeless, just a fucking reject hanging on by a thread. But after all the pills that they got me, it turned me to a zombie. So welcome to the dawn of the dead. In the handicap spot, just to see that doctor. And this is what he said. Yeah, he said I got a touch of autism. Piece of my puzzle is missing, while the attention deficit disorder tunnels my vision. But see, this world's an asylum and shit, we all in the system. And our sanity's the motherfucking cost of admission. You see that glitch in the algorithm, that's me. Don't fit in the crowd, I lift the boundary. Going sick, let it out and flip. They found me with a misfits round, so bitch allow me to show 'em what I came to do. Shut the blinds and keep the noise down, cause it's about time to let them all into a madman's mind. Not well, but hell, I feel fine. Go, whoa, off script state. This quote, got twisted. He whoa, top lip split, explode, whoa, misfit, don't fit. Whoa, what makes a person? Whoa, neurodivergent. Whoa, sick for certain. Whoa, neurodivergent. Entirely. Whoa, shrinks in psychiatry. Whoa, don't mind my anxiety. Whoa, or my non-sobriety. Whoa, doctors lining up to lie to me. Whoa, speak too much, they try to silence me. Whoa, just a product of society. Whoa, that's fine with me.
Well, that maybe was designed to be more uplifting, but sorry for crying in that. That really caught me off guard, that second verse. Yeah, wow, that was amazing, and I'm really glad that Ren and Chris Webby made that song and that video, because they're very much saying the things that people don't really want to say and don't really want to hear necessarily. But us renegades are an unusual bunch anyway, just by the nature of who we are and who we are fans of. And so I think this is very much the audience to hear that and go, yeah, that rings true. I've listened to quite a bit of Ren now. I know I haven't listened to the whole back catalogue, as many of you have. But this ranks quite high in my Ren songs, like High Ren is still the benchmark. It is just sublime in every way and so challenging. And it just tells you so much about who he is as a person, as an artist. So that will always be my like top one. And the song I would give to people to say, oh, you want to get to know Ren? High Ren's the one. This is kind of up there with Sick Boy. I found this really powerful, lyrically very strong, as always, and very moving as well, in a way that I didn't think it would be. When Ren is talking about his kind of his friend dying and the kind of really sad emotional things, he often goes more into a kind of ballad territory with more piano and things. So this emotional content is quite confronting, but he's done it as a poppy little banger. And so it kind of catches you off guard. You find yourself singing along, whoa, what makes a person, oh. And then you're like, oh, God, those lyrics are like are really hard hitting. And I think that kind of juxtaposition is classic Ren and and does tells this story in a way that I was not expecting at all. And yeah, I would rank this very high in Ren's musical output. Color wise in this one, it's it's an interesting one because I was seeing colors and then I got so emotional, I almost couldn't see the colours anymore, which is odd to me. I can usually see colours all the time, when I'm listening to music anyway. So it starts off and it's quite I usually get that like gungy green kind of with Ren, so it was that kind of gungy green kind of thing. And then it went into the chorus was more it sounds really poppy though. Whoa, dun, 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 dun. It's all bouncy. So it had this like pink kind of hue to it, even though lyrically it was not happy. Musically, it was very bouncy. So it kind of went a bit pink. And then it went into Chris's section, and he has a much harder edge to his voice. So it was more of like a reddish kind of thing there coming with him. And then the repeat choruses at the end went back to that kind of pink. So it was quite a jolly romp through the colours, even I was crying, which is this whole weird circus. And it was the talent show going on as well that was like bizarre. The whole thing was amazingly odd. And that kind of made me feel even more unsettled, which I think kind of perhaps reflects how an autistic person feels in normal life. Please remember to like, subscribe, share and comment. I would love to know your thoughts on this song and the whole album that Ren and Chris Webby are putting out. So keep those comments coming and remember to have a colourful day.
Listening.